Today I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook business page just like the one you're seeing right here. Creating a Facebook business page is so crucial for your business because customers are always going to be looking for you on social media. If they find your business page and can't see basic information like your address, company hours, and contact information, it's going to create a lot of mistrust and also frustration for your customers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through different stages of the building process, and we're going to start off with setting up the page layout. Then we're going to go through the stages of setting up all of our contact information and also a few tricks on how to make it so that you don't have to be replying to every message. After that, we'll transition over to the page feedback review settings, which is going to be very important if you want to ever run ads with your Facebook page. Then I'm going to show you how to do automated messaging and moderation for your page, so make sure you watch the entire video to see all these little tips and tricks. So to start creating our Facebook page, we're going to go to the top menu here and we're going to click on page. Once we're in here, we need to create a page name, and for this example I'm going to be using Diamond Teeth. Once you have your page name set up, you're going to want to select a category, and then after this you're going to want to do a description, which is describing your business in a way that makes people know what you do and how it's going to benefit them. So something like this, it demonstrates what the business is, what we do, and also that we're there for the customer and we're ready to help. Once we have that all set up, let's go ahead and hit create page. Once you've done that, it will then show you the additional steps that you can do, which is going to be your profile image and your cover photo. For your profile image, you want to put your brand logo, so we got this one right here. And then for your cover photo, you want to add some kind of lifestyle imagery that demonstrates what your service or your business is actually going to do for the customer. So once we have both those input, let's go ahead and hit save. Now, once you activate your page, you're going to have the basic layout that comes with every brand new page that's set up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on create username. Now, ideally your username will be available. Sometimes what you can do is if the actual brand name isn't available, you can just add a descriptive word like this where I put in orthodontics, and you'll see this username is actually available. So I'm going to go ahead and create that username. Once that's all set up, we want to add a button here, and this button is going to be dependent on where you want to direct your customers to. So we go ahead and add the button, and then you're going to have these different options. So the first would be a call, the second one would be a message. These would be the best ones for contacting you, and then the best one for a sales funnel would be this one for a service, and then this one for a website where you're selling products. In this section, you would of course put the actual page of your sales funnel, or if you really want to, you can put the home page of your website. The next thing we're going to want to do is come over here and scroll down to settings. Once you're inside settings, what we want to do is go down to templates and tabs. So the templates and tabs section is basically this stuff right here, but there's certain ones that we may not want because this is just the basic template. So when you go through here, you're going to see all the different tab options, and unless you have a good customer service set up or good reviews already in place, I would go ahead and deactivate your reviews. The next one that you would want to deactivate or leave active is shop. You may want to leave shop so that they can go to the product page where they can go purchase the orthodontics packages. Down here for events, if you don't have any events going on, you'd want to go ahead and deactivate that. And then also down here, if you don't happen to be posting any jobs, meaning you're hiring people, of course you'd want to deactivate that as well. Now, once you've done that, you'll notice that we now have a layout that's a little bit better. So now that we got our page layout set up, the next thing that we want to go into is setting up all of our contact details. To do that, we would go over here and scroll down to edit page info, and then all the contact details would be put down here. Down here, this is incredibly important, especially if you have a service-based business with a set location. Then under the additional location details, you want to give as much information to Facebook as you possibly can. For the service area, you would want to put the specific cities that you can service. Hours of operation is incredibly important. If you have hours of operation, you need to make sure that you put those hours of operation in place and then also update them if they ever change. Then down here, of course, add some more additional details. So this service is an online service and it's also a pickup service. If you're doing an online service like this where they can purchase orthodontics packages online, you'd want to make sure that you put the URL for your sales funnel page right in this section right here. Under this section, if you have a website, you do want to ensure that you take that privacy policy from your website and input it right here. Under the product section, this is where you would input all the products or services that your page offers. Under additional information, this is a section where you can just add some details that customers may want to know. Down here for price range, this is typically something that you would be using if you had some form of a restaurant business. Customers do enjoy seeing the average price range for food items. Down here for other accounts, we're not going to do this yet. We will link them to our Instagram page if we have it later on in this video. Now that we got all that information set up, you'll see under the About section, all of that information that you just input will populate here. But as you can see, some of it didn't actually populate, and on occasion this will happen, and you just need to go back and re-input that information. Now, once we have that section of our page set up, we do want to make sure that our page review process is set up on the back end. This is a step that you can definitely skip if you don't plan on running ads or if you're not quite at that point yet. But to do that, you would go into your Facebook Ads Manager, click on all tools up here and go to account quality. Inside account quality, you'd click on the page, and then down here at the bottom, you're gonna see you can set the delivery speed for your page feedback score. If you're running a service-based business and you're not selling products, you'd wanna go down here and hit request review, because then this will remove the entire page feedback score, which is so incredibly important, especially if you're not selling products. Once we have all that set up, what we're gonna wanna do is go back over here into the settings tab. And this time what we're gonna do is we're gonna stay in the general, and you're gonna see all these different details in here. The first one we're gonna do is visitors posts. If you don't deactivate this, what it's gonna do is it's gonna allow visitors to actually post on your page, and it will really make your page look trashy and very untrustworthy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna disable posts by other people on the page and click save. The next thing we're gonna do is go into content moderation. In here, what you would wanna do is input a CSV file of all the keywords that you don't want showing up within comments or anywhere else on your page. So what we would do is we would put in things like swear words and stuff that describes our product or service as really low or poor quality. We'd then go ahead and click save. Now, to take this a step farther, you can go into profanity filters and you can activate profanity filters, and this will automatically make it so that Facebook will identify swear words within comments on your posts and automatically hide them, just ensuring that your brand image stays as high as possible. So that takes care of all of our settings and moderation for our page. The next thing that we want to do is we want to go over here to messaging. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to automated messaging and click setup. This is where you can set up automatic responses to any type of inquiry that a customer may have, and you're going to be able to set up the responses in this section right here. If you don't want any of these activated, you would just go to the one that you don't want activated and turn it off. The one that I enjoy using is instant reply, because this is going to send a message to the customer right when they message your page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and activate this, and we're going to make it so that it activates on the Facebook Messenger channel. And then down here, we're going to put hey or hello, and then we want to click on this and add something personalized, which would be the customer's first name. But if you don't like to respond on Messenger, which I personally don't, you can instead direct all of your customers with your automated response to contact you through your customer support email. And the way that you would do that is something like this. So you'd state, thanks for contacting us, but we don't respond on social media. If you have questions or concerns, just email our support team at this email right here. So once we have that all set up, we make sure that it's all activated, and then down at the bottom, we'd click Save Changes. Now that you have a Facebook business page, you're gonna wanna learn how to run Facebook ads. And that's what this video right here is for. In this video, I show you how to set up and run Facebook ads using your brand new Facebook business page. And if you enjoy this channel and like this video, you can actually subscribe right here and leave a like down below. I hope this helped you out, and I'll see you all in this next video.